What is happening YouTube? I hope you guys are well. Welcome back to another week. I thought since there's not a lot going on with training wise with me, I just recovered from COVID. By the way, I did an Instagram post on that just recently, how I recovered from that and how you should do that based on the British Journal of Medicine. But enough from COVID, we've all had enough of it. Let's get into today's topic. So I did a little bit of planning as soon as energy returned, which is like after 2 weeks now. So I did my season planning for next year. Races wise, I'm gonna do next week with the coach, but I started to work on the sponsorship side, what I plan to do, how I plan to monetize and pay the bills. So most of you guys watching are probably triathletes, so you do have a good impression of what's going on in sport financially, which is overall not a lot. It's still a young sport, it doesn't exist for a long time. And if there's not a lot of people watching, not a lot of big audience for media and stuff, that means in general the money is less in the sport compared to like, let's say NHL or the NBA, like a lot of people watching, or even like college football, all that stuff. Massive audience, which automatically brings more money into the sport and automatically brings more money to the athletes as well. So the way sponsorship works as an individual athlete, as a triathlete, is that you basically work with a brand or like several brands. The big boys in sport normally have like 5-6 brands that are major ones that contribute to their income. So you're looking for the brands that on the one hand you believe in their product and their work, their vision, everything that, and also the brand believes in you and believes that you as an athlete can help them, on the simple terms, really help sell product, help drive the vision of the brand and really promote the brand. So coming back to me, my journey right now, I just basically finished this season. This is now over for me. I didn't quite get the results on paper that I wanted to because I got a bit of sickness going on, but I got COVID before on race and a bit of bad luck, but overall I know I did a lot of good training. I had over the last 365 days over 20 hours average, so I got a good base, and just before the last race I really got quality training in and really some numbers that on paper that's important, that I believe really, hey, next year I can mix it up in the pro ranks and not be just a statistic somewhere along the way. So I chatted to a couple of other pro guys and what I learned from them is basically that it is very hard to get sponsorship, especially sponsorship that pays raw cash. So you get like amount per year. Let's say some brand pays 5,000 per year. I heard from one pro that, for example, he doesn't take anything under 5,000 euros per year to be on the suit. That is like the lowest limit. For example, as a rookie pro, which is me, for next season, the number one goal is to cover the living costs. So what I did in the file, I did like a long file, wrote all the things down that I gonna apply to the brands, gonna talk with them, try to get in touch with them, try to get a chat with them, to get to know them, and that they get to know me. And one of the things that I did, for example, is that I did an overview of all the costs basically that I have. So my living costs, my living expenses for the year 2023, because you can't just go to them and throw a number out and say, hey, I want X, Y amount of money. You have to reason a little bit why you would get that money. Because once you have the cost of living for the year covered, you can train full time, which is what you need to improve the most in training. If you improve the most in training on the quickest rate, on the most healthy, consistent rate, obviously, you will get better results. So full-time training will automatically with time result in better results, and better results on paper as a pro will result in better sponsorship and so forth. So now the question, to which brands do I apply to? So what I again saw from other pros, from other rookie pros and all that stuff, applying to brands that are in the sport right now. So established brands, for example, they are looking for pro results. They are looking for not age group results, it really doesn't matter so much. You need to have pro results, and pro results that show kind of you're on the way up. I mean, it doesn't have to be right away the first, second or third place. if you find a brand that is actually not looking for the superstar, but is looking for something, hey, this guy is on the rise, we want to support him from the start of the journey, really like for next years, just building up, going through the ranks until you can win races. So I don't have any pro results right now because my first pro season is next year. So I believe, and any pro out there that's watching this right now and says, hey, this guy has absolutely no clue, which is the truth, you can comment below. Please let me know if you know more than me in that area. If you've seen anything and are willing to help me, a young rookie pro out, I'd be grateful. So always happy to learn. So my biggest chance in my eyes are local companies here in the Helsinki area that are planning to go into sports and also looking for a return. So a return, what does that mean? A lot of people just do the classic things, and I also do that, like of course the brand awareness through all the social media channels, through YouTube, through Instagram, and also of course on your clothing. There are different packages I thought about. So where you put the clothing exactly, where you put the brand logo, and when you wear the clothing, how many posts a month you do, how many stories, all those things. I made a little 3 packages thing that I'm gonna address the companies with. So I'm looking for local companies here in Finland, especially Helsinki area. Could be anything even from Deloitte to other things that are looking for a return, because I want to use not only my skills as an athlete and the promotional side, I want to use the skills as a physio and all the knowledge I have from that and the athlete side to help the company, especially on the HR side. So I thought about 3 things that I could do for the companies. What I want to do is 3 things. So you see it on the screen right now. So the first thing is going to be like ergonomic workplace adjustments. So from work, I know how people have to have the workplace, how it has to be set up, and also like habits out of work. So just to avoid any like back and neck pain, any long sick leave, like that. Then the second one, obviously through working as a physio, sport physio with athletes, and yeah, for many years. I've done a lot of training plans as well, so especially strength and conditioning and cardio side. So I'll make training plans for the employees. And the third one is going to be run coaching. So I will go to the companies, same thing I did before in Switzerland as well. I work with companies that want to get fit, want to keep their employees healthy, boost the team atmosphere for all levels possible. I worked with a group before, none of them ran for the 3 months before, and it really gave a nice dynamic. It was really a lot of fun, so I want to get back into that. The first 2 years, everyone knows it's going to be rough, but I'll make it work. I'll bite through it, and you guys are going to be with me on the journey, and I'm going to share everything here on this channel. I think one thing I really thought about going forward with the channel, how do I want to do this, right? Because I want this really to be my thing in a way that it's representing me. I don't want to play some character, some clown with the camera just to get views or anything like that. Anything that's not me, even if it's like good for views and hey, the classic reactions, all those things that I know will work, but I want to find a way that's kind of the human side. And something I think is lacking in society, it's all about a bit the fakery. For example, one subject I thought about the other day is, for example, the fear factor. The fear before the start line, something that all of us have. For example, before age group racing, I didn't have a lot of that anymore. Even now, before Ironman Kalmar, not so much. But the thought of like having my first pro race and really not having any result on paper in a pro race, it's a complete new environment, complete new experience. Suddenly you're standing next to your role models, Alistair Brownlee or whoever that is, people you looked up to for years and saw on TV and win gold medals. And now you're suddenly with those guys in one boat. So there's a huge psychological tactic and going on in pro racing, not just in the race itself, but before. You see even seasoned veteran pros vomiting because of nerves before races. So it's not only the rookie pro that has it. Maybe even someone like Alistair Brownlee has even more to lose. Everybody expects him to win. He has the gold medals. I'm 100% sure that those people are also going through fear, going through extreme emotions, because it's sports. There will be lots of rough failure, and you can't hide in a closet. It's public failure, right? So anyways, long talk. I want to make this channel as human as possible, share everything from, especially I'm really fascinated with the psychological side of everything, just going through all the emotions of fear, anxiety, into courage, into taking risks, into controlling your work ethic, your attitude, all those things. So I really want to make sure that you guys see that side of me and yeah, be transparent. I think that's the most important thing. I think most interesting for you as well. So just somebody posting, hey, here I won the World Championships. I don't know, it's not relatable, right? So I'm trying to make it relatable. So I'm just a normal guy and I'm doing the steps now towards that. I'm extremely hardworking, which was always my strength. Also my pitfall, I had massive mistakes already in the sport and I got really burned out basically. So, but that's already in the past. I learned all that and looking forward to the future. Guys, I'm checking out for this week. Not so much other footage going on, sorry for that. Like I said, just on the couch this week. So next week will be different. I hope you guys are well. Chat soon. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. You can really help me out if you like and subscribe, push your notification bell, comment below what you want to see next, and I see you in the next video.